Hey, hi, how are you doing? How's everyone doing this fine Friday? It's time for another one of them weekly ramble chats where I talk about how my week has gone, how my day has gone, and all that noise. Um, so, yeah, for those of you who don't know me, who are just turning up for the first time, I'm Marcus Patton. I'm a comic book artist. I've I've got a couple issues. I've got a couple of series out. I've got 13 Shots of Whiskey, which is available on my Etsy, and I've got Here Comes the Dragon Punch, which is also available at my Etsy and also up on the Webtoons. Commissions are open. If you like what you see or see what you like and want me to draw something for you, I'll take that as a kindness. Be great fun. If you could do all that social media and stuff like liking, subscribing, that would be fantastic. I've got a Patreon and I've got a Ko-fi. If you could support me over there, that'd be marvelous. I've also fucked off Instagram and Threads and stuff like that, so I'm no longer posting on any kind of social media. So if you want to keep up to date with my artwork and what I'm doing, I'm essentially whatever artwork I do will go on the Patreon first, then on the Ko-fi and on the Substack, kind of like public consumption first. So like if you want to see my artwork, subscribe to the newsletter, which is all linked down below. All of that is linked down below, as you very well know. So right, what to talk about today? Well, obviously this bad boy here. I'm going to be at Macc-Pow in. I'm going to be at Macc-Pow in about 3 weeks' time. Should be fun. I'm looking lots of talented people there, including me, and I'm looking forward to being part of the tabling another convention. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. Hopefully, at some point, tabling all these conventions will be financially worth my while, but as it stands now, it's just a fun way to waste a lot of my money and meet people, talk to people, and show off my wares. So it's not, financially it's terrible, but like on a spiritual level, it's debilitating. But on a practical meet the fans level, it's better than nothing. So yeah. Um. So, I, like a great many people, have jumped off of Instagram. I think the thing with the whole AI mess was a cherry on top of a shit cake. Like nothing. The way Instagram was making you play the game, it still didn't reward you with the perks of being on the website, right? And if you're using it for promotion and to get your name out there and it's not doing that, there's literally no point in you being up on the website. And it wasn't playing by the rules, and then they're going to scrape and nick all our stuff, which is just wrong. Like, just because you're hosting, like if it's a media platform, unless I split, if you are published in a magazine or on someone's album covers, which I'm willing to do, they don't get to just take your stuff wholesale and use it to plagiarize, which is what the AI scraping would be. So just got and it's just, and a lot of other people have explained it and will explain it far more erudite and print and better way than other than they were just taking the piss. So and also to kind of add insult to injury, because like I figure I should just delete the account out and out. So I put a post up there saying like, I'm leaving, you can find me at these places, say like, obviously here, ArtStation, Tumblr. I didn't say Tumblr, but I'm on Tumblr if I ever get around to doing that. I also have a Kara account, which I don't seem to like, so I might not fuck with that because again I'm too old to be messing another social media. Anyway, I I um I I made a post saying like I am leaving, and I swear to God, that's got far more traction than than anything else. The post in which I cuss Instagram, it's got like, I mean, it's just hitting like up to like 17, 18 likes, whereas say like the Hercules picture that I drew or the comic pages that I've posted got like fucking 8. This is barely 1% of my audience, by the way. I mean, I don't know, that means that basically what I create is bad and not worth liking, even a free kind of cursor like that, or people just weren't seeing it. But because Meta's so like so masochistic, when you call them a wanker, that's a post that they will post. I don't know. Maybe they've turned into the BBC and self-flagellation. So that doesn't matter, unless the only thing that matters is that I'm still around. I'm still doing in my little corner. Obviously, I'm on these two platforms, your Twitch and YouTube, which is great, and the Substack and the Patreon. So if you want to see the artwork and all that stuff, that's where it will be. Which I know aren't really apps that you can flip through, but like, you know, I need to feel good about making my art, and that's been the problem with all these social media things. Like Instagram made me feel bad, Twitter made me feel wretched, and I can't even with Facebook. They just, yeah. So that's that. I promise you'll never hear me talk about these things ever again, unless I forget and I talk about them again. But that's it for me. You know, everyone needs an email, newsletter as it is, until I'm popular enough to generate a website, or I have enough money to generate a website. You know. Anyway, good news for Markus Patton, which is me. I have finished the first issue of The Kindness of Killers, written by Cy Defane and lettered by Nicholas Wilkinson, and published and to be published by Marcosia Comics. And when that is out and stuff, I will let you know. But what has happened is I've finished it. I've formatted it properly because I finally figured out how to do that. It's been sent off to Nick to letter it, and then once we get the go ahead, it'll be printed, and hopefully it'll be in a comic shop or Smith's near you. When it is available, I will let you know. Which would be grand, which would be great, would be marvelous, and yeah, hopefully I'll have some issues available for this little comic convention I'm going to. Honestly, so hopefully I'll be ready for that. So yeah, do you want to see the cover? Because that's the next port of call. I'm going to show you the cover. I haven't got the letters on it yet, but like, yeah. So yeah, this is the cover for Kindness of Killers. So take it all in. I figured I'd talk about it. Right. So I wanted to because no, what did I want to do? I'm in when it comes to coloured work and stuff like this. I'm getting into a bit more of a pop art sensibility, and I want to kind of get that across on the issue and stuff, and like kind of like have it kind of stand out by the fact it's just like, you know, make it stand out, but also kind of like express the characters in it and everything. And yeah, so well, obviously it's a comic cover, Marcus. Well done. But yeah, what can I say about it? So I have literally lost my train of thought. Silly me. No, let's start at the beginning. Let's start at the very beginning. So, right, what did I? There we go. Thumbnail. So what I did was I came up with about 5 ideas. Actually, I came up with a few more ideas, but like the ones I sketched up the thumbnail to present to the team and everything. So I came up with 5. Realized that one of them I just would require a lot of calligraphy. I mean, I'm not quite there with that yet, so I kind of nixed that one off, and then I obviously the one with the massive X. I had an idea for it. And I think I was gonna do like that kind of like overlay, like you get in like with True Detective and kind of, and I just couldn't really figure out how to get that done. So I figured, it's just a good idea that I won't be able to execute. So let's take that off the board straight away. So presented with 1, 2, and 3, and obviously the cats really liked issue number 3 because basically maybe it's because it's the only one I've used including colors, but like it's just a bold, striking image. Like faces looking out at you, from what I can gather, is just a really good comic or cover design because your face you are drawn to faces and stuff, and given how everything turned out, like there's even though there's 3 faces, there's 3 separate expressions, and there's a tension in all of them, and then the cover itself is like kind of like a massive tension there. Yeah, and personally speaking, if I had my choice, I would have gone for number 2. That was one I was more excited to draw, but that looks like it would make a fairly nifty print. So expect to see that in a print. Probably a good idea that we didn't go for number 1, because I think I might have just straight up been plagiarizing something else a bit too close to the bone. But for the but with going with the third option, this more stark pop art style and graphic style and sensibility, that it'll be a good way to it'll be good to have it as a theme that runs through the next bunch of covers and stuff, and we'll get because I can always do stylistic and bright colors and stuff like that. So I'm not too. Hopefully you'll be able to see this a bit better. Let's make this a bit larger for you. So we don't see. Right. So obviously I drew and I sketched it. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you want to see the sketch stages and a closer look at all the stuff, I'm going to make a newsletter and stick that in there, and hopefully have a bit less rambly thought process, more kind of like, well, this is why I did this and stuff. But. So let's skip to the inking stage, because obviously I sketched the page and I drew it and stuff, and right. What I did with the obviously I inked it, straightforward black inks and stuff, and then what I've been doing recently, it gives it a nice kind of like a biro-esque sheen, because like if you use a black biro and you I'm doing this with my hand, like you scratching with a biro and stuff, it's not 100% black. It's like purple blue there, because obviously it's not black ink. It's really dark navy ink and stuff, and I quite like that as a drawing. Like, of all my favorite implements to draw with, a biro is one of them. So and so what I've been doing recently with my inks for blacks and stuff, instead of having like straightforward black opaque black ink. So I've been putting a layer of like dark mauve purple ink on top, and then underneath I've been putting a layer of blue, like quite light blue, and then what's the word? Blurring that, which gives it more of a less sterile kind of way of doing things, right? It just adds a bit of extra je ne sais quoi, you know. Which is a really good way of saying I'm not you know. And considering when I do covers and colors and stuff, I'm using a particular gradient which is purple and yellow, and it layers on top of that and gives it a nice kind. It goes well with it, complementary with the colors. I like using purples on my stuff, so yeah, yeah. So that's basically what I've been. That's how I did this and stuff. Again, this will be in a newsletter, and I may have even come up with more concise thoughts of why I do it this way. But and obviously I will do it with separate the layers with the yeah, and you'll be able to see what I do and how I do and why I do it. Because one of the greatest things about working digital is you have all the control in the world and all the ability to edit and manipulate and make it look great. One of the worst things about working digitally is that everything is crisp, everything is clean, everything is sterile, it's not natural and it's not realistic, and you can put them faults in there. So it's quite easy and stuff, but it's also like it's the learning part of it. Like if I do this, it scuffs it up and it looks good. If I do this, it ruins it by faking it. If you get me, like there's a sincerity to there's no getting away from it. If I could go back and draw traditionally on a pen with pencils and inks and stuff, the artwork via the fact that it's on a bit of paper would look better. That's just the way it is, you know. But that would be like when I tried to be in a band and I tried to get my acoustic guitar to sound good in my hands, and it didn't. When I switched to electric, it's a much better tool for me to use. Like I keep doing hand gestures, but I'm like I've covered my hands and stuff. It's it's an easier tool. It's an easier instrument for me to use. And then when I stuck fuzz boxes on it, when I changed the pickups, all these things, going electric made me a better musician, because I was, one, enjoying it, and two, it's not so much the tool that you're using, it's the ideas, and then the tool complements the ideas. Like I'm a very creative person. I cannot drum for shit, so there's no point in me going on a real life drum kit to make music that way. It'd be far better for me to use a drum machine, and just like I can do it. It just won't be as good if it won't be as good if I go digital. So but it also means that you have this massive learning curve of like, well, if I do this, and if I tweak this, and if I got, if I tweak this, keep doing hand gestures and movements, and I've gone on a fucking ramble. What essentially there's infinite possibilities with doing digital, and this is just how I've learned to make it look a little less polished, a little bit more kind of human, right? and I just like the way it looks. So yeah, it. That was a long, rambly thing as to why I my process and stuff. I don't think I even asked I didn't even ask the question I posed to myself. So let's maybe try go for the color choices, right? So everything has this purple sheen to it, right? That's just on an aesthetic level. I like that color palette. I like the purple. I like the purple magenta, and I like the yellow sheen to it. It's just what I do. So, but in terms of the character performances on the page, right? So I wanted to kind of get across the essence of the characters in the on the cover, right? So we have your man at the top there, Takashi, who is a proper Ronin samurai, violent as fuck and angry. So that's why he is up there glaring at us, right? He's a man born to this, right? So he's cool with the ensuing violence, right? Relishes it even, right? And then we got Jack in the middle square here, and she isn't born to this. This has been thrust upon her. She is, and so that's why she's looking out distressed, surrounded by poisonous cacti and stuff like that. So so she doesn't want to be here, but she is here, right? So that's kind of the vibe it will go with as common goes along. Like, in case like Jack will be like an a call to action, but doesn't want to accept it, because that's the way I read it. Like, it's a case of like she's been thrust upon her, right? And then we got Kyoko at the bottom there, the archetype of this thing. That's why he's glaring out at us and smiling. And oh fuck, someone's doing drilling around here. So yeah, hopefully I've distilled the essence of the characters down in this first cover, and hopefully you think it looks cool, because it's going to be on shelves, and hopefully make if people see it, they'll want to pick it up and stuff. I like how the swords turned out in the end of it, because I was having real issue with that, because I couldn't figure out how to. I had an idea in my head, and I couldn't figure out how to execute it, but I think I've done it right there. Yeah, because like it's meant to kind of overlay, and I like the use of the half tones. Yeah, yeah. So the sword, the old school sword on the right hand side, that's Takashi's sword. Takagi sword. Takagi, sorry, not Takashi. Takagi sword, and the new sword on the left is Jack's sword. And I haven't shown you what's his face's weapons look like. That you may get that for the second issue. Yeah, I think that's enough rambling about this. I don't know if I've sold it to you. Hopefully I have. Hopefully it'll be out by soon. But I think for now, I think that's it for this Ramble chat. I'll type this up in a bit more coherent form and stick it in the Substack. I think in terms of like the chit chat and draws, thank you for anyone who turns up to them and listens to me ramble in a slightly more softer voice, because essentially my wife and daughter's my bedroom where my wife is, and my daughter's bedroom where my daughter is, over there, and if I start talking like this, I'll wake them up. So hopefully the ASMR of it is nice, and I'm loud enough for you to hear me, but not so loud that I'm disturbing everyone else. And yeah, hopefully what I've been rambling about has been been interesting and stuff. I'm enjoying it, and also gives me a chance to just draw stuff that isn't stuff that kind of just need extra homework and stuff, and I won't be having to deal with people fucking drilling and doing housework. So sorry if that's coming in on the microphone. I probably should bounce before that gets really loud. So yeah, I've been Marcus Patton. You've been absolutely fantastic. Next week, I don't think I'm going to be distracted by anything, so we should be live streaming all the time. I've got another comic project that I kind of need to get on with in between doing the thumbnails for issue 2. So I don't know how interesting you want to find it to watch me do thumbnails, and honestly it's kind of behind the curtains kind of thing, so I might not live stream while doing that, but I've got a comic I'll probably do is in the morning I will do the thumbnails, and I might do some, I might polish up the Magneto print I'm doing. By the way, X-Men 97, it was fucking amazing. I really recommend watching that. So I might do that in the morning, so you've got something to watch me in the morning. And yeah, next week also I've got some ideas for what I want to do with this channel in terms of like the video content I'm putting up, because I've got a YouTube channel, might as well use it. So I will talk to you about that next week. Hopefully I'll have more details as to when everything's getting released, and you know, we'll be ready to rock. So next week will be in the morning. In the morning I'll be doing the pencils and inks, hopefully, and colours for the Whip anthology thing I'll be doing in the Whip anthology that I'm doing. It's only 4 pages and I've done one of them already. So and then during the afternoon I probably won't be there because I'll be doing the thumbnails and I get behind the scene work and stuff. So and then I'll be back on Wednesday for a chit chat and draw, and maybe on Thursday, but I think might just save it for like the one day, and then obviously back on Friday for another Ramble chat. Look forward for a new newsletter, which I will post in the description and shit. And yeah, Ko-fi, Patreon, Substack, click like and subscribe. You have been absolutely fantastic. You are the best. You're the best. What should I draw next? And yeah, I'm Marcus Patton, and above all else, I love you, man, woman, and all those who lay between.